Clips circulating on social media show Yu Menglong exiting the room at 11:12 p.m. His posture appears tense. His steps are faster. One viral slowed-down segment highlights what fans claim is visible frustration. His jaw clenched, fists slightly tightened. Minutes later, Jackson Wang and his manager exit separately. The manager appears to make a phone call immediately. Jackson pauses briefly in the corridor, looking in the direction Yu Menglong walked, before turning away. That 8-second pause had become one of the most analyzed moments in recent pop culture history. Was it regret, concern, or calculation? Here's where the mystery deepens. 9:47 p.m. Yu Menglong arrives. 10:10 p.m. Jackson Wang and manager arrive. 10:18 p.m. all three enter VIP room 7B. At 11:12 p.m. Yu Menglong exits alone. At 11:17 p.m. manager exits, immediately makes a call. At 11:19 p.m. Jackson Wang exits. At 11:26 p.m. Yu Menglong leaves the building entirely. 7 days later, Yu Menglong's career trajectory takes an abrupt turn amid sudden industry rumors, cancelled appearances, and unexplained silence from his agency. Coincidence or consequence? Within hours of the leak, hashtags began trending. #CCTV truth. #what happened in 7B. #protect Yu Menglong. #Jackson Wang explained. Fan communities on Weibo, Twitter, and TikTok began comparing this footage to previous public interactions between the two stars. Some resurfaced interviews show subtle tension. Others show what appears to be mutual respect. The contradiction has only fueled speculation, and speculation spreads faster than facts. An anonymous entertainment blogger known for accurate predictions posted a now-deleted message. It wasn't about music. It wasn't about acting. It was about control. Control of what? Contracts? Endorsements? Confidential information? Theories exploded overnight. Perhaps the most suspicious element in the footage is the manager's immediate phone call after leaving the VIP room. Lip readers online claim he said, "It's done." Others argue the phrase was, "He knows." Neither claim has been verified, but the ambiguity has intensified public curiosity. Why call immediately? Why not wait? Why step aside to speak privately near the stairwell? In viral culture, perception often becomes reality. Neither Yu Menglong nor Jackson Wang has directly addressed the CCTV footage. Jackson Wang's team released a brief statement. "We urge the public not to speculate based on incomplete or illegally obtained materials." Yu Menglong's agency remained silent for 48 hours before posting. "Our client values privacy and professionalism." Notice what's missing? Denial, clarification, explanation. In the digital age, silence can be interpreted as strategy or as guilt. Some insiders suggest the meeting involved a failed collaboration deal. Rumors claim Yu Menglong was approached for a cross-media project involving music and drama production linked to Jackson Wang's label connections. Negotiations allegedly broke down over creative control and revenue sharing. If true, could the heated meeting have triggered reputational retaliation? It wouldn't be the first time entertainment politics turned personal. Now comes a theory that has truly shaken fans. What if the meeting wasn't about collaboration at all? What if it involved sensitive information, private matters that could impact endorsements or global branding? The manager's call, the tense exit, the sudden career disruption days later. Some fans believe Yu Menglong may have been pressured. Again, these are unverified theories. But in the court of public opinion, narratives form quickly. YouTube analysts and TikTok investigators have dissected the footage frame by frame. The micro-expression when Jackson Wang glances sideways. The subtle shake of Yu Menglong's head as he walks. The manager's unusually brisk pace. Are these normal human behaviors, or evidence of something bigger? Viral content thrives on mystery, and this story has it in abundance. In Asia's hyper-competitive entertainment industry, image is everything. One leaked clip can reshape careers. One misunderstood moment can redefine public trust. Whether the meeting was innocent, tense, or transformative, the real impact lies in perception, and perception is currently divided. Experts in crisis communication say that how celebrities respond in the first 72 hours of controversy determines public alignment. Jackson Wang's team chose dismissal. Yu Menglong's team chose minimalism. Fans chose investigation. The result? A narrative vacuum filled by speculation. 3 possible scenarios could unfold. 1. Official clarification. A joint statement explaining the meeting as a professional discussion could calm tensions. 2. Legal action. If the CCTV footage was illegally obtained, lawsuit could shift the focus toward privacy violations. 3. Continued silence. This would allow rumors to evolve unchecked, potentially reshaping both careers permanently. Why did this footage surface now? Timing in scandals is rarely random. Was someone trying to expose or trying to distract? When CCTV becomes currency, information becomes power. Right now, there are more questions than answers. What happened in Room 7B? Why did the manager make that call? Why did Yu Menglong's career shift days later? Was Jackson Wang involved in something strategic or simply present at the wrong time? Until verified information emerges, everything remains speculation. But one thing is certain. The world is watching. And in the age of viral exposure, every hallway, every glance, every pause can become headline history. To understand the weight of this situation, you have to understand the names involved. Yu Menglong isn't just another celebrity. He built his reputation through steady roles in historical dramas and youth romance series, earning a loyal fan base that values his calm public persona. Jackson Wang isn't just a singer. He's an international brand, a global ambassador, a business powerhouse with cross-border connections spanning China, Korea, and the West. 2 different images, 2 different power levels, 1 private meeting, and now 1 explosive controversy. Industry insiders are whispering about something bigger than a disagreement. Some claim that the VIP Room 7B meeting allegedly involved a high-value cross-platform entertainment project, music, drama production, and brand endorsements bundled into a multi-million-dollar venture. If true, that kind of deal isn't just creative. It's strategic. Control over distribution, control over image, control over contracts. And in an industry where exclusivity clauses can shape an entire career trajectory, one no can change everything. Was the meeting about negotiation or confrontation? Jackson Wang's manager has long been described by insiders as sharp, protective, and extremely strategic. In the leaked footage, that immediate phone call after leaving the VIP room has become symbolic. Fans have slowed the clip, enhanced the audio, and debated every lip movement. Was he informing someone? Reporting back? Triggering something? The phrase many claim to see, "It's handled," has become a trending speculation topic across fan forums. No confirmation, no denial, just silence. And silence in viral culture creates monsters. Within 72 hours of the footage surfacing, Asterisk fan accounts amassed millions of views analyzing hallway body language. Asterisk reaction channels uploaded breakdown videos titled The Truth About Room 7B. Asterisk anonymous bloggers claimed industry retaliation. Asterisk old interviews resurfaced, with fans claiming to spot subtle tension. It wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a digital investigation. And once the public feels like detectives, they don't let go easily. Some netizens began drawing connections between the meeting and Yu Menglong's sudden canceled appearances the following week. A variety show taping quietly replaced him. A brand campaign postponed without explanation. A scheduled live stream delayed. None of these are confirmed to be connected. But timing is everything. And online communities thrive on patterns. Unlike many artists, Jackson Wang's influence stretches beyond one country. International endorsements, festival performances, brand collaborations. That global positioning makes any controversy magnified. Because when perception shifts online, sponsors watch closely, and brands are risk-sensitive. Some marketing analysts have pointed out that even speculation can impact negotiations behind the scenes. Not because of proof, but because of optics. Here's where things get darker. A controversial online theory suggests that the meeting may have involved leverage, not physical, but reputational. In industries where private information can destroy public images, even the suggestion of knowledge can become power. Again, there is zero verified evidence of wrongdoing by anyone involved. But the theory itself has gone viral. And once an idea spreads, retracting it becomes nearly impossible. Let's talk about the moment again. The corridor. The fluorescent lights. Yu Menglong walks away. Jackson Wang pauses. 8 seconds. Experts in nonverbal communication say pauses can mean many things: processing, reflection, concern, or simply distraction. But the internet doesn't interpret neutrally. It dramatizes. And in that pause, millions have projected narratives. This situation has created a clear split online. Team Professional Meeting believes this was a standard industry discussion blown out of proportion. Team Something Happened insist the tension in the footage signals deeper conflict. Both sides are defending their narratives passionately. And when fandoms collide, algorithms amplify. Here's what makes this story truly powerful. There are no confirmed accusations, no legal filings, no official disputes, no direct statements of conflict, just a hallway, a meeting, a phone call, and a timeline that feels uncomfortable. Yet the reputational damage risk is very real, because in modern celebrity culture, perception travels faster than proof. This might be the most important question. If the meeting was harmless, why not say so clearly? Crisis PR experts often advise limited statements to avoid amplifying rumors. But sometimes minimalism backfires, because mystery breeds suspicion, and suspicion breeds virality. Another angle gaining traction. Who gained from this leak? Was it a rival, an insider, a disgruntled employee, or someone trying to redirect attention from another issue entirely? CCTV footage doesn't leak itself. It requires access and intent. The Asian entertainment market has grown exponentially in the last decade. Cross-border collaborations are lucrative. Brand endorsements are competitive. Streaming platforms are fighting for exclusivity. In that climate, power negotiations are intense. When high-profile figures meet privately, stakes are rarely small. But intensity does not equal wrongdoing. And that distinction matters. Let's separate fact from speculation. Confirmed. A private meeting occurred. CCTV footage shows hallway interactions. Statements have been minimal. Unconfirmed. Any conflict. Any threat. Any retaliation. Any misconduct. Everything else is narrative. And narratives can distort. There's a deeper cultural question here. Why are we so drawn to mystery around celebrities? Because celebrities represent aspiration, power, influence, fantasy. When cracks appear in that polished image, curiosity explodes. And sometimes we fill gaps with imagination. Some fans claim that before leaving the building, Yu Menglong briefly checked his phone and paused near the exit. That 3-second stillness has now become its own theory thread. Was he reading a message, receiving a warning, or just checking a notification like everyone does daily? The ordinary becomes extraordinary under scrutiny. As of now, no official investigation, no legal dispute made public, no confirmed fallout, just tension in the air, and a digital storm that refuses to quiet down. What if the truth is simpler than the theories? What if it was a tense but ordinary business disagreement? What if the pause meant nothing? What if the phone call was unrelated? In viral culture, normal events can mutate into conspiracy within hours, and undoing that mutation is nearly impossible. The relationship between celebrity, surveillance, and social media has changed forever. A hallway camera once meant security. Now it means narrative warfare. And until someone speaks clearly, Room 7B will remain one of the most dissected non-events in recent entertainment memory. One major question still hangs in the air. Who leaked the footage? CCTV from high-end venues isn't public property. Access requires authorization. Storage systems are monitored. Transfers leave digital trails. Yet somehow, a hallway clip made its way online, edited, timestamp intact, selectively cropped. Notice something important. Only hallway footage leaked. Not inside Room 7B. Not parking lot footage. Not entrance audio. Just enough to spark speculation. Not enough to confirm anything. Selective leaks are rarely accidents. They are designed to suggest. And suggestion is more powerful than accusation. At first, mainstream outlets avoided the story. But as hashtags trended and fan analysis videos racked up millions of views, entertainment blogs began reporting, cautiously. Instead of headlines declaring wrongdoing, they used phrases like, "Speculation grows," "Fans question timeline," "Unverified footage circulates." Agencies respond briefly. That careful language tells you something. There is no confirmed scandal, but there is undeniable public interest. And in the attention economy, interest equals leverage. For Yu Menglong, the impact has been subtle but noticeable. Online sentiment analysis shows a spike in concern-based posts. Is he okay? He looked stressed. Something feels wrong. Concern is powerful. It creates protective energy. And in celebrity culture, protective energy can flip quickly into outrage if fans believe someone was mistreated. But here's the catch. There is still zero verified evidence of conflict involving him and anyone else. Just interpretation. For Jackson Wang, the stakes are different. His career operates globally. He performs internationally. He partners with multinational brands. He balances markets across China, Korea, and Western territories. That scale amplifies scrutiny. Even vague controversy can make global partners nervous. Marketing experts call this risk shadowing, when potential uncertainty affects brand negotiations, even without confirmed issues. His team's short response urging people not to speculate may have been strategic, but online audiences often interpret brevity as evasion. Fair or not, perception moves fast. Over the past few days, online users have compared past event photos to analyze body language patterns, reposted old interviews searching for hidden tension, created side-by-side breakdown videos of the whole way clip, mapped a timeline of canceled or rescheduled appearances. None of this confirms wrongdoing, but it does show how modern fandom operates like decentralized journalism. The public is no longer just watching. They are dissecting. Here's something few people talk about. Controversy is algorithm fuel. Platforms push content that sparks emotion, anger, shock, curiosity. The more people argue, the more visibility the topic gains, which means even neutral speculation can snowball. A slowed-down 8-second clip becomes a 20-minute analysis video. That video becomes a trending topic. That trend becomes a headline. That headline becomes news. And suddenly, something ordinary feels historic. The manager's call continues to dominate conversation. But here's a logical possibility rarely mentioned. High-level managers make dozens of calls daily. Scheduling, negotiation, damage control, logistics. A phone call immediately after meeting does not automatically imply wrongdoing. It could mean, send over the revised contract, cancel tomorrow's slot, update the team. But mystery invites darker imagination, and imagination spreads faster than reason. Pause for a moment. Imagine being any of the three people in that hallway. One private meeting, one tense discussion, maybe one normal business disagreement. Then days later, millions of strangers dissect your facial expressions frame by frame. This is a reality of fame in the surveillance era. Cameras once protected celebrities from false claims. Now they can create narratives without context. Some entertainment commentators suggest this situation reflects broader competition within the industry. Cross-border collaborations are becoming more competitive. Agencies are fighting for market share. Streaming platforms are battling for exclusive faces. When high-profile figures meet privately, it's rarely casual. But intense negotiation is not scandal. It's business. The problem is that business looks dramatic when stripped of context. Both camps have avoided deep engagement with the rumors. PR analysts are divided. Strategy A. Say little. Avoid feeding the fire. Let speculation burn out. Strategy B. Over-clarify. Provide a simple explanation. Remove mystery. Right now, both teams appear to be leaning towards strategy A. The risk? Silence leaves room for fan fiction to grow. Here's a psychological truth. Stories feel incomplete without conflict. Audiences instinctively search for a good side and a bad side. But what if the situation is neither? What if it's simply a private meeting misinterpreted under a public microscope? That possibility is far less exciting and far less viral. Reputation damage doesn't require proof. It requires doubt, and doubt is currently floating in the air. Not accusations, not confirmed actions, just uncertainty. For celebrities, uncertainty can be more dangerous than direct claims, because it lingers. What if the leak itself is a real story? Who benefits from tension between two major public figures? Who benefits from fan bases clashing? Who benefits from turning a hallway into a headline? Sometimes the spotlight distracts from the source. No legal statements. No confirmed disputes. No direct accusations. No evidence of wrongdoing. Just a meeting, a phone call, a pause, a timeline, and millions of theories. If either side chooses to speak in detail, the narrative could reset overnight. If they remain silent, speculation may slowly fade or evolve into something more permanent. In the digital era, stories don't disappear. They settle into memory, and memory shapes legacy. When controversy, even unverified controversy, surrounds a public figure, brand managers don't wait for proof. They assess risk. Jackson Wang has built a reputation not only as an artist, but as a global ambassador across fashion, luxury, and lifestyle industries. His brand value is tied to stability, charisma, and cross-market trust. Yu Menglong, while operating in a different lane, also carries long-term endorsement credibility based on a composed and dependable public image. When a viral narrative forms, even one based purely on speculation, brands quietly ask, will this trend escalate? Or will fan divisions impact engagement? Could silence be interpreted negatively? Should we delay campaigns temporarily? Notice, delay, not cancel. Corporate caution rarely announces itself loudly. It moves subtly. Marketing analysts refer to this as a quiet freeze. No public termination. No dramatic statements. But campaign launches get postponed. Press events shift. Contracts enter review stages. It's not punishment. It's precaution. And precaution in entertainment often speaks volumes. Streaming services and production houses monitor public sentiment constantly. If an actor's name trends with controversy, even unfounded controversy, algorithms pick up shifts in audience mood. Engagement metrics matter. Public favorability matters. Because productions cost millions. If investors sense instability, they may hesitate. Not because someone did something wrong, but because uncertainty complicates forecasting. One of the biggest ripple effects right now is fandom polarization. When supporters of two influential figures begin arguing online, it creates a digital environment that brands consider volatile. Why? Because volatility impacts hashtag campaigns, sponsored posts, or live stream sales events, cross-promotional releases. If comment sections turn combative, advertisers lose comfort, and comfort equals contracts. The manager's presence in the footage remains a major talking point. Managers often operate as strategic buffers, protecting artists from direct conflict and navigating negotiations behind the scenes. The immediate phone call after leaving VIP Room 7B may have been routine business communication, but online narratives transform it into a symbol of secrecy. In reality, managers make dozens of urgent calls daily. The difference here? A camera caught it. And cameras don't explain context. Even without public statements, internal crisis teams are almost certainly active. Typical behind-the-scenes steps in situations like this include sentiment analysis tracking hourly fluctuations, contact with major brand partners for reassurance, a legal review of footage distribution, a media monitoring for narrative shifts. None of this implies wrongdoing. It implies reputation management, which is standard practice when public attention spikes. There's another angle quietly circulating. If the CCTV footage was leaked without authorization, there may be legal consequences for whoever distributed it. High-end venues protect surveillance data tightly. If an internal breach occurred, the investigation may focus not on the celebrities, but on the source of the leak.